In the last episode, our small band of rebels suffered a crushing blow as one of our own turned against us, nearly getting us captured by the ruthless forces of Arkea. The memories of that harrowing encounter still linger, a stark reminder of the dangers that lie ahead. With the help of our allies, we've managed to regroup and reassess our strategy. I stare at the ancient text spread out before me, the cryptic message from our ally echoing in my mind. Find the key in the shadows of Nefaria. The words seem simple enough, but I know that the journey ahead will be anything but. My companions, Lyrien and Elara, sit beside me, their faces illuminated only by the faint glow of the hideout's luminescent orbs. We pore over the text, deciphering clues that lead us deeper into the mystical realm of Nefaria. We have to move quickly, and we have to move smart. Our plan is to infiltrate Arkea's stronghold, gain access to the hidden archives within the ancient Eldred ruins, and uncover the secrets that lie within. I've been thinking a lot about our situation, and I know that we can't do this alone. We need to gather more allies, people who share our vision of a free Aethereia. That's why I've asked Kale, an old friend and skilled engineer, to meet with us. The door to the hideout slides open, and Kale steps inside, his eyes scanning the room before landing on us. He nods, a look of determination etched on his face. "We've got a plan," he says, pulling out a small datapad. "We can infiltrate the stronghold through an abandoned maintenance tunnel on the eastern perimeter. It's risky, but it's our best chance." Elara leans forward, her eyes locked on the datapad. "What's the catch?" Kale hesitates before speaking. "The tunnel's been sealed for decades. We'll need to bypass the security systems and clear out any debris that's accumulated." I glance at Lyrien, who's been quiet until now. "What do you think? Can we do this?" Lyrien nods. "We have to try." As we begin to discuss the details of our plan, a sudden noise echoes through the hideout, making us all freeze. Footsteps, light and cautious, are coming from the corridor outside. "Who's there?" I demand, my hand instinctively reaching for the sidearm holstered at my hip. A figure steps into the room, hood up and face obscured. "Alex, I have information that could change everything." Information about Arkea's organization, and a warning. You're not the only one searching for the Eldred archives. My grip on my sidearm tightens, my mind racing with questions. What does this stranger want, and what do they mean by a warning? The figure pulls back its hood, revealing an unexpected face. It's someone I thought I'd never see again. A mix of emotions swirls inside me as I stare at this ghost from my past. I'm not sure if I can trust them, but I know that I have to listen. "What do you want?" I ask, trying to keep my tone neutral. The stranger takes a deep breath before speaking. "My name is Maya. I used to work for Arkea, but I saw the error of their ways. I've been watching you, Alex. I know what you're capable of, and am here to help." I'm not sure what to make of Maya's words, but I know that we need all the help we can get. I nod, a spark of hope igniting within me. "Tell me more." Previously, we had just been betrayed by one of our own and narrowly escaped capture by Arkea's forces, leaving us to regroup and reassess our strategy. The memories of that harrowing encounter still lingered, a stark reminder of the dangers that lie ahead. With the help of our allies, we'd managed to regroup and reassess our plan to infiltrate Arkea's stronghold and uncover the secrets within the ancient Eldred ruins. As Maya's words hang in the air, I feel a mix of emotions swirling inside me, shock, curiosity, and a hint of wariness. I glance at Lyrien and Elara, who seem just as stunned as I am. Kael, however, looks intrigued, his eyes locked on Maya with a calculating gaze. Maya takes a deep breath, her eyes scanning the room as if searching for any hidden dangers. "I was a researcher for Arkea," she begins, her voice low and measured. "I worked on a project codenamed Erebus. It was a top-secret initiative aimed at harnessing the power of the Eldred technology. But as I dug deeper, I realized the true horrors of what Arkea was planning. They're not just seeking to control Aethereia, they want to reshape it in their image. I lean forward, my mind racing with questions. What do you know about the Eldred archives? I ask, trying to keep my tone focused. Maya's gaze meets mine, and I see a flicker of determination in her eyes. I can tell you that the archives contain information about the Eldred's most powerful technology, including the fabled artifact known as the Heart of Eldred. It's said to hold the key to unlocking the secrets of Nefaria and possibly even bending its power to one's will. The room falls silent, the weight of Maya's words sinking in. Lyrien speaks up, his voice laced with concern. If Arkea gets their hands on that technology, they'll be unstoppable. Maya nods, her expression grim. That's why I'm here to help. I have knowledge of Arkea's internal structure, their plans, and their weaknesses. I can help you navigate the stronghold, avoid their patrols, and get to the archives before they do. Elara's eyes narrow. What's in it for you? Why defect from Arkea now? Maya's gaze drops, and for a moment I wonder if I've misjudged her. But then she looks up, a fire burning in her eyes. I have a sister, someone I thought I'd lost forever. She's part of an underground network of rebels fighting against Arkea. I want to help you, not just to stop Arkea, but to find my sister and bring her home. I see the pain and determination in Maya's eyes, and something about her story resonates with me. I nod, a sense of hope rising within me. All right, Maya, we're willing to listen. What do you propose we do? Maya smiles, a hint of relief on her face. I can get us into the stronghold through a secret entrance, but we'll need to move quickly. Arkea's been expecting a rebel attack, and they're on high alert. We'll need to be careful. As we begin to discuss the details of our plan, I realize that Maya's involvement could be the turning point we need. But I also sense that there's more to her story, and I make a mental note to keep a close eye on her. With renewed determination, we set out to put our plan into action. Kael and his team work on hacking into Arkea's security systems, trying to disable their patrols and clear a path for us. Meanwhile, Maya briefs us on the layout of the stronghold and the location of the archives. As we prepare to leave, I feel a sense of excitement mixed with trepidation. We're taking a huge risk, but I know that we have to try. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and am more determined than ever to see this through. We make our way to the secret entrance, a nondescript door hidden behind a waterfall on the eastern perimeter of the stronghold. Maya leads the way, her knowledge of the layout proving invaluable as we navigate the dark, winding corridors. As we move deeper into the stronghold, I can feel the air growing thick with tension. We're not alone, and I know that we're running out of time. Suddenly, Maya freezes, her hand raised in a warning gesture. "Wait," she whispers, "do you hear that?" I strain my ears, and soon I pick up the sound of footsteps, heavy and deliberate, coming from the corridor ahead. "It seems we're not the only ones searching for the archives," Maya says, her voice low and urgent. "We need to move now." With that, we burst into a sprint, racing against time to reach the archives before our unknown competitors do. The corridors blur together as we run, our hearts pounding in our chests. As we turn a corner, I catch a glimpse of a rival group, armed and determined, closing in on our position. I grit my teeth, ready for a fight, but Maya grabs my arm, pulling me toward a side door. "This way," she whispers. "It's our only chance." We dive through the door, slamming it shut behind us just as our pursuers appear. We find ourselves in a cramped, dimly lit room, the air thick with dust and the smell of old technology. Maya leans against the door, panting. "We need to move quickly." That door won't hold them for long. I glance around the room, taking in our surroundings. We're in some kind of server room, rows of ancient computer terminals stretching out before us. Suddenly, Elara speaks up, her voice filled with excitement. "I think I can hack into these terminals. If I can access the stronghold's internal systems, I might be able to disable their security measures and clear a path for us." I nod, a surge of hope rising within me. "Do it." As Elara sets to work, I turn to Maya. "What's your plan for getting us to the archives?" Maya's eyes light up with a fierce determination. Well, use the ventilation system. It's our best chance of avoiding detection. I nod, a sense of resolve settling within me. We're in this together now, and I know that we can overcome any obstacle as long as we work together. With renewed determination, we set out to navigate the ventilation system, ready to face whatever dangers lie ahead. As we crawl through the narrow ducts, I realize that this is it, our chance to turn the tide against Arkea and bring hope back to Aethereia. But as we move deeper into the ductwork, I begin to feel a sense of unease. We're not just fighting against Arkea's forces, we're also navigating a complex web of intrigue and deception. And then, just as we're making progress, the ductwork gives way beneath us, sending us tumbling into a hidden chamber deep within the stronghold. As I struggle to my feet, I see that we're not alone. A figure stands in the shadows, a figure I never expected to see again. "Ashara!" I whisper, my voice barely audible. The figure steps forward, a sly smile spreading across her face. "Alex," she says, her voice dripping with malice, "I've been waiting for you." My heart sinks, and I realize that our journey has just taken a dramatic turn. Ashara, a former ally turned rival, has a reputation for ruthlessness. What does she want, and how far will she go to get it? The stakes have just escalated, and I know that our next move will determine the course of our quest. Will we be able to outmaneuver Ashara and reach the archives, or will she prove to be our downfall? The air is thick with tension as we face off against Ashara. I can feel the weight of our mission bearing down on me, and I know that I have to make a decision quickly. I look at Lyrien and Elara, and I see the determination in their eyes. We're in this together, and we'll face whatever comes next as a team. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. As Ashara takes a step closer, I realize that this is more than just a battle. It's a test of our resolve, our courage, and our conviction. But I'm ready. I'm ready to face whatever lies ahead, armed with nothing but my determination and my conviction. And with that, we charge forward, ready to face whatever dangers lie ahead, our hearts burning with a fierce determination to succeed. Previously, Ashara's sudden appearance had thrown a wrench into our plans, her malice and ruthlessness radiating like a palpable force. We'd been caught off guard, and now we had to navigate this new and treacherous landscape. The stakes had escalated, and Ashara's presence raised more questions than answers. What did she want, and how far would she go to get it? As Ashara's smile grows wider, I can feel a chill running down my spine. The air seems to thicken with tension, and I sense that we're walking into a trap. I take a step forward, my eyes locked on hers, searching for any hint of weakness. "Ashara, what do you want?" I demand, trying to keep my tone steady. Ashara chuckles, the sound sending a shiver down my spine. "Oh, Alex, I want what's best for Aethereia," she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm, "and am willing to do whatever it takes to achieve that." I exchange a wary glance with Lyrien and Elara. We can't trust Ashara, not after what she's done, but I also sense that there's more to her story, and I want to know what drives her. "Let's hear her out," I say, trying to keep my tone neutral. "What do you propose, Ashara?" Ashara's smile grows wider. "I have information about the archives," she says. "Information that will help you unlock the secrets of the Eldred technology, but am not willing to share it for free." Maya steps forward, her eyes flashing with anger. "You're not in a position to make demands, Ashara," she says. "We're not going to play your games." Ashara's gaze flicks to Maya, and for a moment I see a flash of something like contempt in her eyes. "Ah, but I am," she says. "You see, I have something you want, and I'm willing to trade it for your help." I frown, trying to read Ashara's game. What does she want from us, and what's she willing to give in return? "What do you want, Ashara?" I ask, trying to keep my tone firm. Ashara's smile grows wider. "I want you to help me retrieve a piece of technology from the archives," she says. something that will give me the upper hand against Arkea. I exchange a skeptical glance with Lyrien and Elara. Can we trust Ashara, or is she just playing us? I don't think so, I say, trying to keep my tone firm. We're not going to do your bidding, Ashara. Ashara's smile falters, and for a moment I see a flash of anger in her eyes. But then, she laughs, the sound sending a shiver down my spine. Very well, she says, I'll give you the information for free. But be warned, Alex, once you have it, you'll be in even greater danger than before. With that, Ashara hands me a small data crystal. This contains the layout of the archives and the location of the Heart of Eldred, she says. But be warned, you're not the only one searching for it. I take the crystal, feeling a surge of excitement mixed with trepidation. This could be the break we need, but I also sense that Ashara's game is far from over. As we make our way deeper into the stronghold, using the information from the data crystal to navigate the corridors and avoid Arkea's patrols, I realize that we're not just fighting against Arkea's forces, we're also navigating a complex web of intrigue and deception. But I also sense that we're getting close to our goal. The archives are within reach, and I can feel the excitement building within me. As we turn a corner, I catch a glimpse of a massive door adorned with ancient Eldred runes. That's it, I whisper, my heart racing with excitement. The archives. Elara's eyes light up with excitement. Let's do this, she says. With renewed determination, we push open the door and step into the archives. The room is vast, filled with rows of ancient computer terminals and shelves of dusty data crystals. But we're not alone. A figure stands at the far end of the room, a figure I never expected to see again. Aaron, I whisper, my voice barely audible. Aaron, a former ally turned rival, looks up from the terminal he's working on. Alex, he says, his voice cold, I've been expecting you. The stakes have just escalated, and I realize that our next move will determine the course of our quest. Will we be able to outmaneuver Aaron and Ashara and reach the Heart of Eldred, or will they prove to be our downfall? The air is thick with tension as we face off against Aaron. I can feel the weight of our mission bearing down on me, and I know that I have to make a decision quickly. But then something unexpected happens. Elara steps forward, a look of determination on her face. I think I can reason with Aaron, she says. Let me talk to him. I hesitate, unsure if that's a good idea. But Elara's confidence is infectious, and I nod. Okay, I say, but be careful. Elara nods and approaches Aaron. The two of them begin to talk, their voices low and urgent. As I watch, I realize that Elara's approach might just be the key to turning the tide in our favor. But I also sense that there's more to Aaron's story, and I make a mental note to keep a close eye on him. The conversation between Elara and Aaron is intense, with both of them passionately arguing their points. But as they talk, I sense a glimmer of hope. Maybe, just maybe, we can find a way to work together and achieve our goals. As they near the end of their discussion, Aaron nods, a look of determination on his face. All right, he says, I'll help you. But you have to promise me one thing. You have to promise me that you'll use the Heart of Eldred for the greater good. I hesitate, unsure if I can make that promise. But Aaron's words strike a chord within me. I think back to our mission, to the people we're fighting for, and I realize that I can make that promise. I promise, I say, my voice firm. Aaron nods, a small smile on his face. Good, he says. Then let's get to work. With renewed determination, we set out to navigate the archives, using Aaron's knowledge to unlock the secrets of the Eldred technology. As we work, I realize that we've just gained a powerful ally and that our chances of success have just increased. But as we near the Heart of Eldred, I sense that we're not out of the woods yet. Ashara's game is far from over, and I know that we'll have to face her again. The stakes are higher than ever, and I realize that our next move will determine the course of our quest. Will we be able to overcome the challenges ahead, or will they prove to be our downfall? With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward, no matter what. As we reach the heart of Eldred, I feel a surge of excitement mixed with trepidation. This is it, the moment of truth. But as we activate the device, I realize that we're not alone. Ashara appears, a look of fury on her face. "It's over," she snarls. "You'll never leave this place alive." I grit my teeth, ready for a fight. But then, something unexpected happens. The heart of Eldred begins to glow, emitting a powerful energy that sends Ashara flying across the room. As we watch, the energy envelops us, filling us with a sense of hope and determination. We've done it, I think, a sense of pride and accomplishment swelling within me. We've taken the first step towards a brighter future. But as the energy fades, I realize that our journey is far from over. We've just begun to unlock the secrets of the Eldred technology, and I know that we'll have to face even greater challenges ahead. The question is, are we ready? Previously, Elara's bold move to reason with Aaron had unexpectedly turned the tide in our favor, and with his help, Wed gained access to the hidden archives, successfully navigating the complex web of intrigue and deception that had threatened to derail our mission. As we activated the heart of Eldred, its powerful energy had sent Ashara flying and filled us with a sense of hope and determination. But with the energy fading, we knew our journey was far from over, and the secrets of the Eldred technology still lay shrouded in mystery. As we catch our breath and assess our new situation, I glance around the room, taking in the rows of ancient computer terminals and shelves of dusty data crystals. The air is thick with the scent of old technology and decay. I feel a sense of trepidation wash over me, knowing that we've just scratched the surface of the Eldred technology's secrets. "What just happened?" Elara asks, her voice filled with wonder, her eyes fixed on the heart of Eldred. Aaron steps forward, a look of reverence on his face. "The heart of Eldred is an ancient Eldred technology that holds the key to unlocking the secrets of Aetheria's past," he explains, his voice filled with awe. "It's said to contain the knowledge of the Eldred civilization, and with it, we can understand the true nature of our world." I feel a surge of excitement mixed with trepidation. This could be the break we need, but I also sense that we're walking into uncharted territory. "But what's the extent of its power?" I ask, my curiosity getting the better of me. Aaron hesitates, his expression turning serious. "The heart of Eldred is said to have the power to manipulate the very fabric of reality," he says. "But it's also said to be incredibly unstable, and if mishandled, it could have catastrophic consequences." I exchange a wary glance with Lyrien and Elara. We can't afford to take any risks, but I also sense that we can't afford to ignore the potential benefits of the heart of Eldred. "We need to be careful," I say, trying to keep my tone firm. "We can't let the heart of Eldred fall into the wrong hands." Aaron nods, a look of determination on his face. "I agree," he says. "We need to get out of here, and fast. Ashara won't be the only one searching for the heart of Eldred." As we quickly gather the data crystals and prepare to leave, I realize that we've just gained a new ally in Aaron, but also a new set of challenges. The stakes have escalated, and I know that we'll have to face even greater dangers ahead. But I'm also filled with a sense of hope. With Aaron's help and the power of the heart of Eldred, we might just have a chance to turn the tide against Arkea and bring a brighter future to Aethereia. As we make our way back through the corridors, avoiding Arkea's patrols and Ashara's agents, I realize that our journey is far from over. We've just begun to unlock the secrets of the Eldred technology, and I know that we'll have to face even greater challenges ahead. But I'm ready. I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. As we finally emerge from the stronghold, blinking in the bright sunlight, I'm greeted by a surprise. A group of rebels, led by a familiar face, stands waiting for us. "Kale," I say, a surge of excitement mixed with wariness. Kale, a former ally turned rival, smiles, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "Alex," he says, "I've been waiting for you." I exchange a wary glance with Lyrien and Elara. Can we trust KL, or is he just playing us? What do you want, KL? I ask, trying to keep my tone firm. KL's smile grows wider. I want to help you, he says. I want to help you bring down Arkea and build a better future for Aethereia. I frown, trying to read KL's game. What's his angle, and what's he willing to do to achieve his goals? But as I look into his eyes, I see something there that gives me hope. A spark of determination, a flame of conviction. Let's hear him out, I say, turning to Lyrien and Elara. As we begin to talk, I realize that Kale's offer might just be the break we need. With his help and the power of the Heart of Eldred, we might just have a chance to turn the tide against Arkea and bring a brighter future to Aethereia. But as we discuss the details of our alliance, I sense that there's more to Kale's story, and I make a mental note to keep a close eye on him. As we near the end of our discussion, Kale's expression turns serious. Therese, one more thing, he says. Arkea's forces are on the move. They're heading straight for the rebel base. My heart skips a beat. We can't let Arkea destroy the rebel base. We have to act fast. Let's move, I say, a surge of adrenaline coursing through my veins. With renewed determination, we set out to warn the rebels and prepare for the coming battle. As we move through the corridors, I realize that our journey is far from over. We've just gained a new ally and a new set of challenges, but I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. As we emerge onto the streets, I'm greeted by a sight that fills my heart with hope. A group of rebels, armed and determined, stands waiting for us. "We're with you, Alex," one of them says, a young woman with a fierce look in her eyes. "We're going to take down Arkea and build a better future for Aethereia." I smile, a sense of pride and purpose swelling within me. We're not alone. We've got allies, and we've got a chance to make a difference. But as we prepare for the coming battle, I sense that there's more to the story. The stakes are higher than ever, and I realize that our next move will determine the course of our quest. As we take our positions, ready to face Arkea's forces, I feel a sense of trepidation wash over me. What lies ahead, and will we be able to overcome the challenges that await us? The air is thick with tension, and I know that our next move will be crucial. But I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. As the battle begins, I realize that this is it, the moment of truth. Will we be able to overcome the challenges ahead, or will they prove to be our downfall? The outcome is far from certain, but I'm filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through no matter what. The battle rages on, with both sides trading blows and vying for control. But as I look around, I see something that gives me hope. The rebels are fighting with a newfound determination, and Arkea's forces are beginning to falter. As the dust settles, I realize that we've emerged victorious. Arkea's forces have been repelled, and the rebel base is safe, but as I turn to Kale and Aaron, I see a look of concern on their faces. "What's wrong?" I ask, my heart sinking. "It's Ashara," Kale says, his voice low and urgent. "She's still out there, and she's not going to stop until she gets what she wants." I grit my teeth, a sense of determination rising within me. We're not going to let Ashara win. We're going to stop her, no matter what. The stakes are higher than ever, but I'm ready. I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. As we prepare to face Ashara once again, I realize that this is it, the moment of truth. Will we be able to overcome the challenges ahead, or will they prove to be our downfall? The outcome is far from certain, but I'm filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through no matter what. Previously, With Ashara's defeat and the heart of Eldred's power coursing through us, Wed gained a crucial advantage. But the secrets of the Eldred technology remained shrouded in mystery, and Arkea's forces were closing in on the rebel base. Kael's unexpected offer of alliance had brought a surge of hope, and with the rebels by our side, Wed prepared to face the coming battle. But just as Wed emerged victorious against Arkea's forces, Ashara's ominous presence still loomed, refusing to let us rest. As I gaze out at the rebel base, now fortified and bustling with activity, I feel a sense of pride and purpose swell within me. We've taken a crucial step forward, but I know that our journey is far from over. The stakes are higher than ever, and I realize that our next move will determine the course of our quest. "What's the situation with Ashara?" I ask Kael, my eyes locked on his. Kael's expression turns grim. "We have reason to believe she's heading for the Oracle's Peak," he says. "If she gets her hands on the ancient knowledge hidden there, it'll be a disaster." I feel a shiver run down my spine. The Oracle's Peak is a fabled location, said to hold the secrets of Aetheria's creation. If Ashara gets her hands on that knowledge, she'll become unstoppable. "We can't let that happen," I say, a surge of determination rising within me. Aaron nods in agreement. "I know someone who can help us get to the Oracle's Peak before Ashara," he says, "but it's a risk. Would be putting our trust in someone who's been a ghost in the shadows until now." I raise an eyebrow. "Who is it?" Aaron hesitates before speaking. "It's Erebus, a former Eldred scientist. He's been secretly working with the rebels, providing crucial intel and technology. But he's also been elusive, rarely seen or heard from." I frown, weighing the risks. Can we trust Erebus? Or is he playing us? As we discuss the plan, I realize that Erebus' involvement could be the key to our success. But I also sense that there's more to his story, and I make a mental note to keep a close eye on him. Within hours, we find ourselves standing at the edge of a hidden airstrip where a sleek, high-tech aircraft awaits us. Erebus emerges from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with intensity. "Welcome, Alex," he says, his voice low and smooth. "I've been expecting you. We'll get to the Oracle's Peak before Ashara, but we need to move now." As we board the aircraft, I feel a thrill of excitement mixed with trepidation. We're taking a huge risk, but I sense that it's necessary. The flight is intense, with Erebus pushing the aircraft to its limits. But as we approach the Oracle's Peak, I see something that makes my heart skip a beat. Ashara's forces are already there, swarming the peak like a dark tide. We can't let them get the upper hand, I say, a surge of adrenaline coursing through my veins. Erebus nods, his eyes locked on the peak. "We'll have to get creative if we're going to outmaneuver them." As we devise a plan, I realize that this is it, the moment of truth. Will we be able to overcome the challenges ahead, or will they prove to be our downfall? The outcome is far from certain, but I'm filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through, no matter what. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. As we prepare to face Ashara once again, I feel a sense of determination rising within me. We're going to stop her, no matter what it takes. The battle ahead will be intense, but I'm ready. I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. The air is thick with tension, and I know that our next move will be crucial. But I'm filled with a sense of hope. We've got this. As we charge into battle, I see something that gives me hope. The rebels are fighting with a newfound determination, and Ashara's forces are beginning to falter. The battle rages on, with both sides trading blows and vying for control. But as I look around, I see a glimmer of light. We're gaining ground, and Ashara's forces are beginning to retreat. As the dust settles, I realize that we've emerged victorious. Ashara's forces have been repelled, and the Oracle's Peak is within our grasp. But as I turn to Erebus and Kael, I see a look of concern on their faces. "What's wrong?" I ask, my heart sinking. "It's the Oracle," Erebus says, his voice low and urgent. "She's not what we expected. She's different." I frown, a sense of trepidation rising within me. What does Erebus mean, and what secrets does the Oracle hold? The stakes are higher than ever, but I'm ready. I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward, no matter what. As we approach the Oracle, I feel a sense of awe wash over me. She's an ancient being, radiating an otherworldly energy. "Welcome, Alex," she says, her voice like music. "I've been waiting for you. You have a crucial role to play in Aethereia's future, but the path ahead is fraught with danger." I nod, my heart pounding with excitement. I'm ready to face whatever comes next. The Oracle's words are cryptic, but I sense that she's about to reveal something crucial. I lean forward, my ears straining to hear her next words, and then, in a voice that sends shivers down my spine, she speaks. "The time of reckoning approaches. The balance of power will shift, and Aethereia's fate will be decided. You must choose wisely, Alex. The course of history hangs in the balance." As the Oracle's words fade away, I realize that this is it, the moment of truth. The stakes have never been higher, and I know that our next move will determine the course of our quest. But am filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through, no matter what. The future is uncertain, but am ready. Am ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. Previously, with the Oracle's cryptic warning still echoing in my mind, I stood at the crossroads, the weight of Aethereia's fate settling heavily on my shoulders. The stakes had never been higher, and I knew that our next move would determine the course of our quest. As I pondered the Oracle's words, a sense of resolve hardened within me. We would face whatever came next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we'd gained so far. As I turn to Erebus and Kale, I see a mix of concern and determination on their faces. "What's the plan?" I ask, my eyes locked on Erebus. Erebus nods, his eyes scanning the surroundings before focusing on me. "The Oracle's words are clear. We must choose wisely." I believe she was hinting at the hidden archives within the Eldred ruins. If we can access them, we might uncover the secrets of the Eldred technology and gain an upper hand against Arkea. I nod, my mind racing with the possibilities. "But how do we get to the archives?" I ask. KL steps forward, a holographic display flickering to life in his hand. "I've managed to acquire a schematic of the Eldred ruins. Therese, a hidden entrance, sealed by an ancient Eldred lock. If we can bypass the lock, we might be able to access the archives undetected." I study the schematic, my eyes tracing the intricate pathways and security systems. "This won't be easy," I say, a sense of trepidation rising within me, "but I think we can do it. Let's gear up and get moving." As we prepare to head out, Aaron approaches me, a small, intricately carved stone clutched in his hand. "Take this," he says, his eyes serious. "It's a fragment of the Eldred crystal. It might come in handy when we face the lock." I take the stone, feeling a surge of gratitude towards Aaron. "Thanks, Aaron. I owe you one." With our gear and the stone in hand, we set out towards the Eldred ruins. The journey is tense, with Ashara's forces potentially lurking around every corner. But we press on, driven by our determination to uncover the secrets of the Eldred technology. As we approach the ruins, struck by their sheer scale. The structures tower above us, a testament to the Eldred's advanced civilization. We move cautiously, avoiding deadly traps and security systems that have lain dormant for centuries. Finally, we reach the hidden entrance sealed by the ancient Eldred lock. I examine the mechanism, my eyes tracing the intricate patterns etched into the stone. Aaron's stone pulsates with energy, and I sense that it might be the key to bypassing the lock. I insert the stone into a small indentation, and the mechanism hums to life. The lock disengages, and the entrance slides open with a creak. As we step inside, struck by the vast, labyrinthine network of tunnels and chambers. The air is thick with the scent of ancient knowledge, and I feel a sense of awe wash over me. Erebus leads us deeper into the archives, his eyes scanning the shelves lined with ancient artifacts and texts. "We need to find the central repository," he says, his voice low and urgent. "It's the only place where we might find the secrets of the Eldred technology." I nod, my heart pounding with excitement. We're one step closer to unlocking the secrets of Aetheria's creation. As we navigate the winding tunnels, I begin to sense that we're not alone. I feel a presence lurking in the shadows, watching us. Suddenly, a figure steps out of the darkness. It's a young woman, her eyes piercing and her hair a wild tangle of silver locks. "Welcome, Alex," she says, her voice husky. "I've been waiting for you." "My name is Lyra, and am the last surviving member of the Eldred Council." Am taken aback, unsure of what to make of Lyra's claim. But as I look into her eyes, I sense that she's telling the truth. Lyra's story unfolds like a revelation. She speaks of the Eldred's advanced civilization, their technology, and their downfall. As I listen, I begin to understand the true nature of our quest. The Eldred technology, Lyra explains, was not just a tool, it was a key to unlocking the secrets of Aetheria's creation. The technology had the potential to manipulate the fabric of reality itself. But there's more, Lyra reveals. The Eldred had discovered a darker purpose behind Arkea's actions. They sought to exploit Aetheria's energy for their own gain, threatening the very fabric of reality. As Lyra's words sink in, I realize that our quest has become even more critical. We must stop Arkea, no matter the cost. Lyra hands me a small crystal orb. "This contains the last remnants of the Eldred knowledge," she says, her eyes serious. "Use it wisely, Alex. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance." I take the orb, feeling a surge of determination rise within me. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through, no matter what. But as I look at Lyra, I sense that there's more to her story. "What's your plan, Lyra?" I ask, my eyes locked on hers. Lyra's expression turns grim. "I'll help you stop Arkea, but we need to be careful. There are those within the rebel ranks who are secretly working with Arkea. We can't trust anyone." I feel a shiver run down my spine. The stakes have just gotten higher. As we ponder Lyra's words, I realize that our journey has reached a critical juncture. We must navigate the treacherous landscape of alliances and rivalries within the rebel ranks, all while facing the looming threat of Arkea's forces. But filled with a sense of hope. We've gained a crucial ally in Lyra, and with her help, I believe we can overcome the challenges ahead. With a deep breath, I steel myself for what's to come. We're not going to back down. We're going to push forward no matter what. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. As we prepare to face the challenges ahead, I glance at my companions, a sense of pride and gratitude swelling within me. We've come a long way, and I know that together we can overcome anything. The journey ahead will be fraught with danger, but filled with a sense of hope. We're in this together, and we're going to see it through to the end. The darkness closing in around us, I know that our next move will be crucial, but I'm ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. With a deep breath, I lead my companions forward, into the unknown. The stakes are high, but filled with a sense of hope. We're going to make a difference, and we're going to change the course of history. The battle ahead will be intense, but ready. Ready to face whatever comes next, armed with the knowledge and determination that we've gained so far. And as we charge into the unknown, I know that our legend will grow. Well become the heroes that Aethereia needs, and well make a difference. The future is uncertain, but filled with a sense of hope. We've got this. We're going to see this through no matter what. The world of Aethereia is waiting, and am ready to face it head on. The moment of truth approaches, and am steeling myself for what's to come. The course of history hangs in the balance, and I know that our next move will determine the fate of Aethereia. But am not afraid, am filled with a sense of determination and hope. We're going to make a difference, and we're going to change the world. The battle ahead will be fierce, but am ready to face whatever comes next, am ready to lead. Am ready to make a difference. The world of Aethereia needs us, and we're going to answer the call. The journey ahead will be long and difficult, but am filled with a sense of hope. We're in this together, and we're going to see it through to the end. The stakes are high, but am ready to face whatever comes next. Am ready to lead my companions into the unknown. Am ready to make a difference. The world of Aethereia is waiting, and am ready to face it head on. With a deep breath, I lead my companions forward into the unknown. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I know that our next move will determine the course of our quest. But am filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through no matter what. The darkness closing in around us, I know that our next move will be crucial. But am ready to face whatever comes next, am ready to lead. Am ready to make a difference. The world of Aethereia needs us, and we're going to answer the call. The journey ahead will be long and difficult, but am filled with a sense of hope. We're going to make a difference, and we're going to change the world. The battle ahead will be fierce, but am ready to face whatever comes next. Am ready to lead my companions into the unknown. Am ready to make a difference. And with that, we step forward into the unknown, ready to face whatever comes next. The world of Aethereia is waiting, and we're ready to face it head on. The moment of truth approaches, and am steeling myself for what's to come. The course of history hangs in the balance, and I know that our next move will determine the fate of Aethereia. But am not afraid, am filled with a sense of determination and hope. We're going to make a difference, and we're going to change the world. The stakes are high, but am ready to face whatever comes next. Am ready to lead, am ready to make a difference. The journey ahead will be long and difficult, but I'm filled with a sense of hope. We're in this together, and we're going to see it through to the end. The world of Aethereia needs us, and we're going to answer the call. And so, we move forward into the unknown, ready to face whatever comes next. The fate of Aethereia hangs in the balance, and I know that our next move will determine the course of our quest. But am filled with a sense of hope. We've come too far to turn back now. We're going to see this through no matter what.